unseen, unheard, unhealed. The crisis of childhood abuse. Welcome to Dr. Maya's podcast. Millions of children suffer in silence with emotional, physical, and sexual abuse, yet unnoticed. Many lack the words to express their pain, and caregivers often miss the subtle signs. Traditional systems fail to identify and intervene early, leaving lifelong scars. Using AI-driven Dr. Maya GPT detects patterns of distress, offering caregivers, teachers, and medical professionals a powerful tool to identify and support at-risk children. With early detection, guided interventions, and evidence-based insights, we can protect the vulnerable before it's too late. The future of child safety is here. Empower change, prevent harm, and help. Breaking the silence. Welcome to Dr. Maya GPT's podcast, discussing the most crucial issues affecting children's safety and well-being. I'm your host and the creator of Dr. Maya GPT, which is revolutionizing healthcare. How Dr. Maya GPT helps children in emotional turmoil, where we dive deep into the most important topics affecting children's health and well-being. I'm your host, and today's episode is critical. We're talking about emotional turmoil in children, how it often goes unnoticed, the warning signs parents and teachers should watch for, and how Dr. Maya GPT is revolutionizing how we identify and support children in distress. If you're a parent, teacher, school nurse, or caregiver, this episode is for you. Stay tuned as we explore two real-life inspired case scenarios where Dr. Maya GPT played a crucial role in recognizing emotional distress and guiding families toward the right help. Segment 1. Understanding emotional turmoil in children. Before we dive into the case stories, let's talk about why this is such an important issue. Children and teenagers experience emotional turmoil for many reasons: bullying, trauma, family issues, academic pressure, or even undiagnosed mental health conditions. Unfortunately, many children don't know how to express their pain or are too afraid to talk about it. That's why we, as adults, must be aware of the warning signs. Things like mood swings, withdrawal from family and friends, changes in sleep or eating habits, or unexplained physical symptoms like headaches and stomach aches. This is where Dr. Maya GPT steps in. It helps caregivers recognize patterns, document symptoms, and take the proper steps. Let's see how it works in action with our first case scenario. Segment 2. Case Scenario 1. 8-year-old Amy's silent struggle. Meet Amy, an 8-year-old girl who used to be a happy and talkative child. But over the past month, her teacher noticed something was wrong. She stopped playing with her friends, became unusually quiet, and seemed anxious whenever the school bell rang. Her teacher decided to enter these observations into Dr. Maya's GPT, avoiding eye contact, refusing to participate in class activities, flinching when someone touched her shoulder, loss of appetite during lunch. Dr. Maya GPT flagged these as potential signs of emotional distress, possibly due to trauma. It suggested additional signs to look for, such as sleep disturbances, academic decline, or secretive behavior. The teacher then contacted Amy's parents, who were shocked they hadn't noticed any changes at home. With guidance from Dr. Maya GPT, the teacher and school nurse used gentle, non-threatening questions to encourage Amy to open up. Eventually, Amy revealed that a relative had been making her uncomfortable, and she had been too scared to speak up. Thanks to early detection, Amy's parents were able to take legal action, ensure her safety, and get her the counseling she needed to heal. Without intervention, Amy could have suffered in silence for much longer. Coming up next, we'll talk about another story that hits close to home for many teenagers. Stay with us. Segment 3. Case Scenario 2. 15-year-old Jake and the hidden depression. Now let's talk about Jake, a 15-year-old boy who had always loved playing football and hanging out with his friends. But recently, his parents noticed a change. He spent more time alone in his room, avoiding social interactions, and seemed constantly tired and irritable. Concerned, Jake's mother entered his symptoms into Dr. Maya's GPT: social withdrawal, lack of motivation, excessive tiredness, frequent frustration, and mood swings. Dr. Maya GPT flagged a possible risk of depression or bullying and suggested more questions for his parents to ask. Had Jake shown any signs of self-harm? Did he complain about frequent headaches or stomach aches? Had he expressed feelings of hopelessness? Following Dr. Maya GPT's recommendations, Jake's father spoke openly with him. At first, Jake was reluctant to talk, but with gentle encouragement, he finally admitted that he was being bullied online. He had been struggling with feelings of worthlessness and didn't know how to ask for help. This is where Dr. Maya GPT provided crucial guidance. It recommended professional counseling and helped Jake's parents find the proper mental health support. With therapy and family support, Jake regained his confidence and learned coping strategies to deal with cyberbullying. Segment 4: What parents, teachers, and school nurses can do. Now that we've heard these two cases, let's discuss what you can do as a parent, teacher, or school nurse. If you notice a child showing signs of emotional distress, don't ignore it. Document changes in behavior. Even small changes can be significant. Use Dr. Maya's GPT to track patterns and get professional guidance. Encourage open conversations. Let children know they are safe and supported. Seek professional help when needed. Counselors and therapists can provide the support children need to heal. Closing: call to action. If you're a parent, teacher, or school nurse, Dr. Maya GPT is a tool that can help you identify and address emotional distress before it's too late. Early intervention saves lives. Want to learn more? Visit your website or Dr. Maya GPT platform to access resources, start tracking symptoms, and get expert guidance. Dr. Maya's GPT is more than just a symptom tracker. Millions of children suffer in silence with emotional, physical, and sexual abuse, yet unnoticed. Many lack the words to express their pain, and caregivers often miss the subtle signs. Traditional systems fail to identify and intervene early, leaving lifelong scars. Using AI-driven Dr. Maya GPT detects patterns of distress, offering caregivers, teachers, and medical professionals a powerful tool to identify and support at-risk children. Want to learn more about Dr. Maya GPT? Try call111.com. Thank you for tuning in to Dr. Maya's podcast. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with other parents, teachers, and school nurses. Together, we can protect children and help them heal. Until next time, take care and stay aware.